Hey everybody, this is Rudolph. Thanks for watching my channel. Today I would like to talk about alternative fingerings in Chopin's Etude Number 1. If you have no difficulties playing this study, then this video is not for you. When I played it in high school, I didn't have much of a trouble with it. I had to practice it a lot just like everyone else, but basically it was working out pretty well. And then when I was playing this study for one of my teachers in college, who was an absolute master with fingerings, he showed me some alternative ways how to finger it. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and share it with you today. I have pretty large hands. I can reach from C to F. But even I'm having some trouble in certain passages where it's just so hard to play those huge arpeggios. Why don't you join me at the piano? From measures 29 through 37, there's several passages which are very uncomfortable. I propose alternative fingerings starting from measure 30. Start with a 5. And instead of putting a 3, 2, 1, which is a gigantic stretch, we do 5, 2, 1, crossover, 3, 5, 2, 1. And at the end you cross over. And measure 31, you start with a 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then measure 32, 5, instead of a 3, 2, 1, which is practically unreachable, you can do 5, 2, 1, crossover, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, crossover, and then the left hand plays downbeat on 33, and also the first note from the right hand, the first B flat. You can play that in the left hand and then let it go. And right hand starts 1 on F, 2 A flat, and 5, 3, and then 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2. And now downbeat of 34. Add the left hand B flat, just like it says, and right hand stays in the same position. 5, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3. First note in the right hand, which is written in the right hand, I would still play with the left hand. And then right hand will start from the E. 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2. And then downbeat of 36, you have a 4 and a C sharp. And then you come back exactly the same fingerings. 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. And then the last note, the A, goes in the left hand. Now I will play this at medium speed. Look at this in a slow motion. So I'm playing it at full speed, but I'm just slowing it down so you can see what my hands are actually doing. So at measure 64, you have this passage. At full speed, measure 64 is very difficult and very uncomfortable. So there is an alternative fingering available. And you can do it this way. You start with a 5, 5, 4, 1, then cross, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2 on a B. So that switch from the C to the B on the third beat, that's the hardest one with these particular fingerings, but it's still playable at full speed. 75 and 76, towards the end of the piece, there's this really nasty passage. You can use alternative fingerings in measure 75 as well, with one caveat. If you agree that in measure 76, you will take a little bit more time for establishing that 5/7 chord, which I personally think musically makes perfect sense. If you don't agree with that interpretation, then these fingerings are not going to work in measure 75. When I got to the top of measure 75, the last beat, I end up on a 2 on A flat, and then I have to raise my hand to get to the downbeat of measure 76. Personally, I think it works well. And now look at this in a slow motion. So I'm playing it at full speed, but I'm just slowing it down so you can see what my hands are actually doing. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you find this information helpful. Leave your comments below. Maybe you have even better ideas about alternative fingerings. Please share them. Let's help each other learn this piece better, and let's make it easier for everyone. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks.